Welcome to episode number 1 of the Not So Secret Men's Business, where I share the tools, techniques, and personal insights into how men between the ages of 40 and 50 can be their very best, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Very first episode of the Not So Secret Men's Business, we explore Aristotle's famous quote, "Give me a child until he is 7 and I'll show you the man." But most importantly, practically speaking, what it means for you and the quality of your life. Give me a child until he's 7 and I'll show you the man is something that I inherently believe in. I've witnessed that, I suppose, throughout my own personal evolution, and I witness it in my clients all the time. You know, because a lot of the work that I do is actually working with root cause. When we look at where a lot of these challenges reside in our both personal and professional lives, when we use the right types of techniques, we can see that where it originally starts is way before we were consciously aware of. You know, and 99.9% of the time that I've witnessed with myself and with my clients shows up before the ages of 7 years of age. So why is that the case? Why does that happen? You know, remember, this is just a concept of thinking for me. It's a belief that's inherently true. I just want you to consider what it is that I'm saying. So why is this the case? Well, we have a certain brainwave activity at such a young age where we are literally these subconscious sponges. So we absorb absolutely everything, both what is spoken nicely to us and poorly to us. We interpret that as our own. So whether they're positive beliefs or limiting beliefs, or we're just interpreting situations in a way that we best possibly could, you know, what we find that everything that happens around us during those first 7 to 8 years of life, we adopt those as our own. Okay, and we do our very best to interpret stressful situations. However, unfortunately, when we look at limitations, limiting beliefs and limiting decisions and negative emotions, okay, like fear of failure, not good enough, not smart enough, fear of rejection, fear of success, associations and beliefs tied into weight, tied into money, tied into relationships, they are all formed before the age of 7 to 8. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is how we're showing up as adults, we actually are 7 to 8 year olds, which means that, you know, maybe the major quest in our life really is to stop being our old self. I truly believe that our beliefs, literally, they simply aren't ours. They were just literally absorbed, okay, by whatever we witnessed in that first 7 years to 8 years of our life. So how do we know this program that we're talking about? So the program that I'm referring to is a program within the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is the creative mind. The subconscious mind is the part of our thinking that assists us with forming beliefs, emotions, that assist us in expressing our values and our worth, that are responsible for so many things, our digestion, you know, producing hormones, all these things that happen at a deep unconscious level. So how do we know whether our program in our mind is working for us? Well, it's really quite simple. How do we know where our subconscious mind is working for us? Well, really simple. Stop. All you need to do is reflect on different areas of your life. Think about your relationships, think about your health, think about your well-being, think about your career, think about your finances. If things aren't showing up the way you want them to, okay, 99.9% of the time you're running self-sabotage tied into beliefs that were formed prior to the age of 7 years of age. And also, if things are going well, physically, mentally and emotionally, personally and professionally, that also tells you that the system or the program that you're running within the subconscious mind is actually working for you. Okay, is actually working for you. In future videos, I'm going to start sharing you tips and techniques in regards to how we can go about upgrading or updating this program that was pre-programmed prior to the age of 7 years or 8 years of age. However, the very first step that I think we should all take is to stop and reflect on where we are at right now. Asking yourself maybe these 3 power questions. What is working well? So the first question is, what is working well? What can you do better? And what can you do more of? Now, the more of question is linked to the things that you probably aren't currently doing. You could also do your own little personal SWOT. strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats, a little assessment that I do with a lot of my clients, both my personal clients and my business clients. Identify right now, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where's some opportunity for future growth? And what are some of the potential external threats that could limit you from you being your best, both physically, mentally, and emotionally? It's time to stop, really. It's time to breathe. It's time to self-reflect. Things aren't showing up. If things are showing up, that is all to do with the program within the subconscious mind, okay, that was formed prior to or leading to that age of 7 to 8 years of age. You found value in the first episode of the Not So Secret Men's Business, where I share the tools, tips, and techniques, and also the personal insights in assisting men between the ages of 40 and 50 to be their very best, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, if you know someone that's in need, please make sure you share my details. Everyone can get in contact with me at dean@melbournecorporatehealth.com.au, or you can jump on a website at www.melbournecorporatehealth.com.au. Until episode number 2, take care, stay well, and I'll speak to you soon.